you start?
What?
You did
Yeah,
start.
I did start.
Why is there a Rage 2 advertisement?
Oh my god.
Ah!
That was the perfect start to the beginning of
Did we
this.
all do it? Or was
What's
it just
going on, guys?
We all
Welcome
said
back.
something.
very cool?
I'm
Okay.
so hyped.
All
that
right.
That's how this happened, man.
Whatever it takes.
Great start.
Dude.
That was an amazing start.
Guys, check Havoc chat.
What?
4.
Podcast? Oh, boys.
We got it done. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Geek Dependency. Today, we're actually going to be talking about Avengers Endgame and kind of just the MCU in general now that it's come to an end. So I hope you guys are excited. And by you guys, I mean there's only us in chat because we haven't advertised this literally anywhere.
We're talking to ourselves.
We should probably do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold up. Let me grab a
Put
quick.
at everyone. I think
At
everyone will hate
everyone,
us.
you will do it. At everyone,
I will do it. It's our Discord.
So yeah, that's pretty much the play.
Oh my
We've
God.
actually literally been trying to start this stream for like over an hour now.
Over
and-
2 hours.
Oh my god, dude. Oh,
So
I don't want
many.
to talk about it.
Oh my god.
Maybe I should. I kind of realized it's spoilers. Whatever. Okay.
It's spoiled.
Yeah, we're gonna be
it's not
talking about
spoiled.
spoilers. Bear, your head is.
Boom! Zooming, boys.
Oh my god. There.
What's up,
Can
guys?
we? Okay, guys, let's start. It's time to start.
Oh my
Oh, we
God,
should
bro.
probably introduce
Okay.
ourselves. Like one by
Um,
one.
We have our names under our things. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
I'm
You're
set.
right.
We made the overlay.
I'm
To
Cuban.
my
Are you?
that direction is Bear. Below
I'm
me
here.
is Jake, and then
Below
that
me?
way is Carla. Yes, I got
You're
it all
having,
right.
you're having a little trouble.
I was trying to figure out which way was which.
Oh my
I
god.
nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, yours says Cuban. I
Yeah.
like the four letter vibe.
Yeah,
so
that's
yeah,
why
Oh,
I
the
did it.
4 letters.
Four
doesn't have a-
letters.
Hey, when
doesn't
we
have a
have
relay.
JM as the thing,
You mean Crim?
Crim. Oh yeah, you're right. So that's what I'm gonna have to put under his name. So
Alright,
what-
well,
So-
let's
what are-
get started.
Good.
So let's hear what is everybody's favorite thing about Avengers Endgame.
Dude,
Favorite
Captain
scene.
America had a Mjolnir.
Oh my god, me too,
God.
Jake. I was gonna say that too,
Yeah,
Jake.
same.
Oh
was
my
the best.
god.
I think
That was-
we can all
That was
agree.
really good.
My theater cheered, like stood up and cheered. Like honestly, as soon as Mjolnir started like shaking, I had like an inkling, you know. I was like,
no.
oh, like cause like if it's Thor, he just grabs it, you know, and Thor's already getting his butt, you know, blasted by Thanos. So I was like, oh my god. And you know, you
Dude.
think back to like Age of Ultron when Captain America's trying to pick up the
Yeah.
hammer after the fight and everything, and it like nudges a little bit. And like Cap's such a nice guy, you know? He's such a nice guy. He doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. So as soon as he realizes that he can pick up the hammer, he's like, nah, like it's, you know, it's Thor's. Like this is Thor's thing. Like why would I pick up this hammer and prove to everybody else in the room that I'm worthy? That would make me unworthy. So I don't know. I was
That's
hyped.
great.
As soon as it like comes into his hand. Oh god, dude. Yeah, I love
Ah.
when Cap comes into his hand.
Pretty good stuff. His line too, like, what did he say again? Just Avengers Assemble. Yeah, that was
Everybody was
really good.
waiting for that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
Avengers.
Did you guys
Uh,
cry at all in this movie?
I did.
Was
I
there
cried
parts where you
10
cried?
times.
Cry at all? I didn't count how many times I
I
cried.
did.
Probably. I think the first time I teared up was before the credit, like before the title card. So
Cuban, did
When-
you laugh when
when Clint's
Hawkeye's
family
family got
disappeared?
dusted?
Dude, I did not.
You didn't. Thank
Frick
you.
Hawkeye
Oh.
with like okay, I'm gonna get into it. So I
No,
think
no.
Hawkeye should have died instead of Black Widow.
He had a sleeve.
He should
had
have
a tattoo
died.
sleeve.
He should have died.
Wait, are you talking shit about tattoos right now? Because
He
No, it's
should've
I don't
died.
appreciate
It's-
that
He
one.
looked awesome. That's what I'm saying. He looked freaking great.
Hawkeye
Hawkeye
should
was
have
dope.
died.
Hawkeye,
He
in this
also had
movie.
one
I
of the
do
best
agree.
fight scenes.
I
But he
actually
should've
agree
died.
that Hawkeye should have died, but not because I just think it would have been better for his character arc.
No, it's way better for Black Widow to die by
Why?
1,000.
What?
Because
I don't know, dude.
Hawkeye had a freaking family.
So
What does she have to live
he
with?
murdered like a whole
Sarah?
bunch of
What about
people.
Mima?
He's a
No, that
freaking
has nothing
murderer.
to do with it. He murdered murderers.
So is Black Widow.
Yeah, there's nobody in the Avengers that has clean hands, really.
Okay,
Let's be
yeah,
honest, except
but,
like
like-
Captain
Facts.
America.
But like
Except
Black
Cap.
Widow has been trying to
not even
fix
Cap.
it for the longest freaking time. Why did she have to die?
Well,
Because
I don't know.
that's like
I
all
do-
she could have done. This
I do
season.
wish that she hadn't died before the girl power moment. I gotta be honest.
I know, right?
Yeah, that would have been
Because
dope.
also was
if
pretty
she was
fun.
in there
I
for the
like
girl
that.
power moment, I would have been like, it would have been so much more satisfying.
She was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
It's
also
sad.
talk about how Captain Marvel absolutely did nothing during that movie?
She
She did,
felt
like,
like a
I
two
pull
actually,
things.
I actually
pulled
felt
the
like she
Pfizer.
was kind of absent toward the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was like, "Where's Captain Marvel?" And then I was like, maybe if she were here, it would just be like over. And then
She was,
The-
yeah.
No, and then
Movie
she
would
and then
have,
she
like,
got
this
knocked
action
out,
scene.
dude. You didn't see her until the end of the movie. Oh, that was
yeah,
great.
I don't know.
She
That was
came in,
great.
destroyed
It's not
the
like
ship,
I-
and disappeared.
It's not like I hate
Yeah, pretty
Captain
much.
Marvel, but like she was way too cocky. She needed to be put in
Yeah.
her place, and she did.
I
So that was
I
awesome.
actually agree that she is
Yeah.
a lot too cocky. Just
Yeah.
like they need to
Popped off
they
Power
need to
Stone.
take that character a hugely different direction because I like Captain Marvel, and
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know, they're turning her into something that I don't want to root for anymore.
I'm
It's like
hoping that-
whoa,
It's hard to root for her. Yeah, I would
exactly. Like
agree.
Captain America is like the exact opposite of the spectrum. Like it's really hard not to want to root for Captain America. That's why when I started disliking him because of Civil War, I was like really surprised. But I mean, I don't dislike Cap. I just don't agree with him in Civil
I
War. but,
dislike
you know.
Cap.
You're crazy. You're stupid and
Oh
crazy.
my
Are you
God.
kidding me? Cap's
Dude.
part at the end though. I really was surprised to see Sam be chosen as the new Cap.
What did
Yeah,
Sam
me
want?
too. I thought
I thought it was gonna
definitely
be
was gonna
Bucky.
be.
I'm fine with
Okay, yeah.
that though,
Yeah.
because like Winter Soldier's more interesting than Falcon. So like, get rid of Falcon and
Yeah,
make him
no,
Captain
I
America.
agree. I would like to see. I don't know. Here's the next part. Is that so? Bucky has taken the super soldier serum, and
Mhm.
Cap took his super soldier serum. Sam has mechanical wings. He's not super
He was
strong.
pretty,
Nah,
he was
Not-
pretty sick in the final
He's
fight.
not
Like,
See
it
him
was
like
Captain
like,
stab
are
that
they-
person with
material.
his wings. You see
I
that?
don't know, man. They just have to do something to turn him into Captain America because as of right now, he's just a dude holding a shield. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's true.
For me, anyway.
with wings though. He's
Well, I
gonna
don't
keep
think
the
he's
wings.
gonna use the
Mechanical
wings if
super
he's-
wings.
But yeah, I mean,
So-
it was true to like. I feel like wasn't Sam made Captain America like pretty recently in like 2014 in the
I have no
comics?
idea.
Yes,
I think he was.
he was. I
Um,
just read about it today. Or I saw a video about it today.
What? I'm
So-
sorry, but like,
I
I
don't know.
wanted to change topics. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go
What
for
did they do to
Whatever you wanna
Thor?
talk about.
Thor was my favorite
I love
character.
that.
hated that dude.
That
It was
was
I
such
love
a
it.
love-hate thing for me. Like,
I love.
I just,
It was
dude,
hilarious.
So I kind of touched on this in chat the night that I watched it, talking to Carla, but I had no idea that Thor could get fat. Like in lore, in canon, I
Yeah.
assumed that he was ripped because he was an Asgardian god. I
saw you
never.
talk about that.
But like, it's weird to think that like that means Thor is like counting calories, like working out regularly. Like Thor is like, like what is that? Are you kidding me? Like it is hard work to get that ripped. Like 100%. The
I mean,
actor
props
Chris
to him.
Hemsworth is on steroids. Like
Or
100%. So
or he just like, for 5 years just didn't do a thing, and that's why. Like, he at
I
least
mean-
has to be doing something.
yeah, but like at the end fight scene where he like puts on his Thor armor, I expected him to just be ripped after that again.
Nope.
You know, it's like
Just-
at the very least he has like this thing where he like metabolizes food quicker or something like that. So he just, as soon as he starts working out, his muscles just like, hulk up and I don't know. I just
Yeah, I
expected that he
expected
was
that
gonna
to
go
happen.
back to normal after that, but no, he's still fat afterward. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
I don't know.
like is there
Next
like
movie will be.
a road of Thor like being
Working
like,
out.
his fitness journey now? Like, is that what's about to
I want to
happen?
know that.
I
No,
really
I-
just
the plan.
expected him to just
Yeah,
like,
suck it
yeah.
in and suddenly he's just fully muscular again. That's what I was thinking too. I was like this is no way that this is like a real beer gut. This is just him not caring enough, so he just doesn't look like he's like I don't know.
He was definitely one of my favorite things about the movie.
Yeah,
I gotta be
same.
honest.
I enjoyed it.
So good.
I really enjoyed it.
Like-
Okay, so
Wait,
I
wait,
hated
wait.
seeing-
Like when he got his hammer and like his beard braided itself.
Oh my
Did
God.
you guys remember that?
That was great.
Yeah,
I expected
dude.
his body to like
Yeah.
fit up as well, but
Yeah.
no, it just
I
fixed his
really did
hair.
too.
Okay,
Oh,
Jason, you
man.
can go.
I can't remember what I was gonna say.
Oh no.
I have a few.
Why
I
was
got
he
the
playing
same thing, yeah.
Fortnite? I mean,
Oh,
like,
Because
That was
Fortnite,
awful.
there's an Endgame.
I left so hard.
yeah, I
with
know
that.
that.
Fortnite.
It was like
That's why.
I didn't like it originally, but it grew on me because the whole thing is like in that scene, Thor's cringy because he's like at his bottom, and he's
yeah.
playing Fortnite. So like it kind of works, but
I thought it was hilarious.
when you're watching that
I
movie in
laughed.
10 years, you're not gonna get that reference.
I don't know. Fortnite. That's like Fortnite's like Minecraft at this point. You might not have ever played it, but when you see a picture,
You'll
of it,
know
you
about
You
it.
know that it's
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Would it have been better if he was playing Minecraft?
No.
I love it. I thought
Is
it
that
was
like-
funny that he like made fun of like the people over the mic though.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was campy. It was funny. Like I enjoyed those parts of the movie, especially because so much of that movie, like in the early parts, especially, was like sad as fuck and slow as fuck. You know, like
Mhm.
before you get to, let me think. Even before you get to Ant-Man, before Ant-Man comes out and you like start reintroducing the characters into the movie, I feel like it's just slow as shit, dude. It was so slow. And like
Yeah.
I didn't
enjoyed
hate
I actually
that.
have that noted
Yeah,
down.
I
Slow
like that.
start.
Oh,
Because it
snap.
made sense. You can't just like have like the end of the movie of Infinity War was like so depressing for over a
No,
year.
I agree. Especially
It
because
needed to start slow.
in the future, people are gonna watch these one after another. You know,
Mhm.
right now, some people probably already did those like 80-hour like watching all
Yeah.
of the movies in
Yeah.
a row, like by release up to Endgame. Like a lot of people did that. So you have to like make it make sense. And to make it make sense, I mean, the end of Infinity War, half of the world got wiped out. So there's
Mhm.
no possible way to come back from that without like a lot of sadness and like showing the repercussions. Otherwise, the end of Infinity War had no real weight. You know, so I liked it. I just
I feel like it was just a
I
bit
feel like
too
there,
long.
it was some much
Could have been
needed
shorter.
reprieve when there was like some funny moments like with Thor and
Yeah.
with, bro, if Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth are like playing off of each other in the next Guardians of the Galaxy and like getting
As
back
Guardians
in
of
shape
the
together,
Galaxy.
I will
Oh my God.
actually
It's fine.
pay all the money to see those movies.
I really wish-
100%.
I hope Guardians 3 isn't
As
As Guardians of the Galaxy though. I want a separate movie called As Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, same.
No,
Honestly.
it just needs to be called as Guardians and
I
then
honestly,
as
I would even
Pastor.
settle for like a mini, like a short film. You
Yeah,
know,
Or like
same.
a Disney
like
Plus
a
show.
10-minute,
What
yeah,
about
like a
Disney Plus?
10-minute.
Boom.
No.
No?
No, Disney
stop it
Plus,
with
yeah.
the Disney Plus.
Come on.
Just like a
great.
short film.
Don't ruin the
of,
mood.
of like Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt just like in the ship, and they're like, you know, I don't know, because that end scene was hilarious to me. But like, who's the
Yeah.
captain thing? It's so clear who's the captain.
That's really
Yes,
good.
of course. So
Definitely
obvious.
Quill.
That bit was the best bit out of the
I
whole movie.
love that so much.
It was
dude.
great though.
We
Yeah.
They have
haven't
really good chemistry, yeah.
we haven't mentioned Professor Hulk yet.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say Hulk
Nah.
transformation.
I was waiting
that's
for
a no.
it.
It grew
Like, it
on me
made
toward
no
the end of
sense.
the movie, but like did not like to begin with. Also,
yeah,
Well,
me neither.
They just introduced it weirdly. It was just like, yeah, he's there,
Yeah.
and he did it in between
I did
films. It
this.
was,
yeah.
That
I
was
don't know.
so
there was no
weird.
introduction.
I was really hoping like it was
Also,
somehow
I
gonna
feel like-
reverse.
I
It's
feel
like that in
Banner
the
would
comic
not
books,
have,
though. But
have wanted that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No.
Like
That's
that's,
awful.
that goes against the entire character of Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like I get it. You want to stop treating the Hulk like a monster, like a sickness, you know. But you can still use Hulk as a tool without being Hulk all the time.
Now he's just the Thing from Fantastic Four.
well,
Exactly,
Professor
like-
Hulk is a character. Like it,
Yeah,
it
it's
does
actually
happen in
fun.
the
Yeah,
comic.
I agree, but it doesn't make sense to this
Yeah, you're right.
Banner.
100%.
It just doesn't.
I don't know about that.
Although when they were in the diner, Nat gives Professor Hulk a look,
Yeah.
And all I could think of is the GIF. You guys know the GIF. Right? You guys saw that look, right?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh
no,
my
I didn't.
god, bro.
I'm
I
not
was
sure.
like,
I gotta be
ooh.
honest.
Oh, guys, when I watch the movie again, I will take a very discreet picture of the
Okay.
look that I'm
I
talking
know
about.
exactly what, because I pointed it out to my brother.
I was like, whoa, Russo brother.
Oh
I think
my
we should
god.
talk about some of the problems too.
Yeah, let's talk about some
There
problems.
was some-
We've
there was
talked about
some
some things we liked.
The whole movie happened because a rat teleported Ant-Man to the future.
I agree that was
The
a little
whole
bit
movie
of an
happened
issue, but
because Iron Man and
eventually,
Nebula were saved by Captain Marvel. That one didn't bother me as much, but there was some
I
problems.
mean, I like that they finally
I don't know.
did something with Ant-Man.
I hate him still, so.
So it did take. We do remember that it took 5 years for Ant-Man to get out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it wasn't bad.
So it's not like
But-
oh, like right afterward Ant-Man got out,
Mhm.
blah 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 blah. It's like, there was time. Time
Out of a
passed.
miracle,
People
though,
struggled.
a rat was just like, what's this?
I do agree that it doesn't make a ton
Yeah.
of sense. But if he only had to like press one button to get Ant-Man back,
Yeah.
then I don't know. I guess it makes
I feel
a
like
tiny bit more sense.
nobody
But you gotta
knew.
suspend your disbelief in these movies,
Are you guys
I mean, yeah, it's
bothered
literal
that?
superheroes.
Are you guys bothered that Thor is not the king of Asgard?
No.
I am.
I'm
Very
fine.
much
I
so.
like that he left it to Valkyrie.
What's the point of? I mean, I don't know.
You're sexist, Jake.
I mean, first of all, I love Valkyrie as a character, so I was
She's
very
fine.
excited to see
Yeah.
her again.
Same.
And also, I do feel like I don't know, like Thor. So first of all, in the comics, Thor's not even the king of Asgard. He's Donald Blake, and he just picked up Mjolnir. So he's not like truly the king of Asgard. He's like a doctor, I think. But I don't know. I don't think that. I just feel like the storyline for Asgard is over. It ended with Thor Ragnarok, and I don't think that we need to see it again. And I think that was just them kind of tying that up.
I
That
agree.
Thor as a character alone is over, but we can still see more Thor, hopefully.
There's
Yeah.
rumors for a
New
fourth Thor
Asgard.
movie. Did you guys hear about that?
New Asgard, yeah.
I feel
Taika-
like it's gonna. I feel
Or
like it's
Asgardians.
No.
Not
Taika
a
Waititi
Thor
pitched Thor 4 to Marvel.
Asgardians of the Galaxy.
Honestly, as much as I feel like they did tie up the end of Thor's story, I love Thor Ragnarok. You guys just saw in my
Mhm.
MCU Infinity
My
Saga results
favorite.
that Thor Ragnarok is my second favorite game. It even beat out movie. It even beat out Infinity War, and I stand by that. I truly do enjoy Thor Ragnarok more than Infinity War.
It lacked emotional
fantastic
movie.
stakes.
Really well
I think it
directed.
lacked emotional stakes.
I
like-
don't think it needs emotional stakes. I
No.
mean, think about
It's just
Guardians
a
of the
comedy.
Galaxy.
I mean, it's good for a comedy.
I don't
That's
know.
what you want.
Yeah,
But
that
Every
is what I
Marvel
want.
movie needs.
Guardians 2
Before
is a
that,
comedy and it has
Thor
emotional
was
stakes.
way too serious. Think
Yeah.
about Thor. Do you think of the Thor from Thor 1, The Dark World, Thor
No.
2, or do you think of kind of when he became kind of more of a lighthearted character in Age of Ultron, or when he truly came into his own as a character? For me, in Ragnarok. And that's the character that we've seen for Infinity War and for
That's true.
Endgame, and that's the character
Yep.
that I really love. Like
Yeah.
I
Plus-
love that Thor.
Plus, that movie, Thor Ragnarok, had more Hulk in it, and I wanted to see more of a
I
Hulk
agree.
Yeah.
character on his own. So, yeah.
I just
feel
want a
like
Hulk movie, but
They
okay.
Same.
truly fucked up with that, because now that the inner struggle of Hulk versus Banner is gone,
Yeah.
can there really even be a standalone Hulk movie? Is it
No,
even possible?
There can't.
I don't think that there can.
They could still split
I need a
in some
movie
way, I
that
think.
explains how it happened.
Yeah,
would be
yeah,
nice.
maybe that would be nice. But also, when he explained it, it didn't seem like there was any form of
Yeah.
struggle. He
It's
was
like
like,
he was-
"Oh, I spent a couple days in a gamma radiation chamber, and bam, here we are.
Yeah.
I'm perma Hulk."
Yeah, it was handled pretty poorly. I'd agree.
Also, speaking of suspending your disbelief, like you were talking about how the entire movie happened because of a rat.
hmm
Can we discuss the fact that like Hulk was able to just sit down on a chair in a
Oh
diner?
my god, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No,
What?
I don't
No,
like how much
Hulk.
smaller he is from actual Hulk either.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
he's tiny.
Did you guys like the time travel stuff?
Yeah, I did. I digged it.
I liked it.
I knew
like
what
being able
happened.
to see those things again because first of all, when Cap gets into the elevator with all of those people,
Oh
Yeah.
my
and it mirrors
God.
that
Yeah.
shot. You guys know the shot
Hail
from
Hydra.
Hail
Winter
Hydra,
Soldier
man.
and you think that he's about to do the exact same thing that he did then and fight them, and then you see the growth of Captain America. He's like, I don't have to fight these guys. I can just be like, you can trust me, Hail Hydra. And then you're like, oh my God, like Cap's like a different person.
He beat like a fight without fighting anyone.
Yep.
Exactly.
Well, he had to fight himself.
Because for so many times in the past, Cap's solution has been like put up your dukes, and just like fight whoever is in your way.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, exactly. So I really like that.
I know.
I know.
Such a good scene.
That was so good. Also, I love that he can like the fact that older Cap can still beat younger Cap, like fresh off the ice. Cap, like I feel like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about how I can never pronounce Thor's hammer's name? But
Mjolnir.
I'm not gonna try it. I've tried before, not gonna try it. Thor's hammer. Captain America took it back with him, and then it never came back.
I think he put it back where it came from. So so in time he had to go to 3 different times, 3 different places. So I'm assuming he went to like put the stones back, and when he put the red stone is the reality stone maybe. When he put the reality stone back, he probably just put Thor's hammer back because that's where the hammer came from.
I assume so too.
Okay.
Oh my God. So one of the scenes that I cried, I'm pretty sure I cried. I can never actually tell when I'm crying, but like I'm pretty sure when everyone came through the portals, it was just so freaking great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it was
so
fantastic.
emotional.
I squeaked.
Oh, wow.
You
and then you think back
I didn't cry,
to Infinity War, and you realize that there was never truly a moment where everybody fought together.
No,
like
that
in that
was
final
everybody.
fight. In that final fight, there were still people on Titan. You know that happened in Wakanda. So nobody was ever together at the whole time. And like that's good. I enjoyed the fight. Like when Thor came in the Infinity War fight, you're like, fuck yes, dude, yes.
Yeah.
But it was just so much more satisfying in Endgame to see like armies. Like there's a poster that I had, I think it's in my little brother's room now, of every Marvel character, and it just says Marvel in the sky, and all of them are just like rushing forward to fight somebody. And that's the only thing I could think of at the time. And I was like, my childhood dream is coming true of like every single Marvel character about to rush into battle.
I especially like Ant-Man just coming in there.
Oh my God, in slow
Casual
motion
Ant-Man.
because he's slower. That was so epic,
So
dude.
massive.
Like everybody came back through those portals, right?
Yeah.
Like there was even like a ton of Ravagers and like Howard the Duck. Like it was everybody.
Yep.
There was a ton of people. It was crazy.
It was like the final fight in what's it called? Ready Player One.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Seth.
It was kind of like that, but way more satisfying because all of those characters had weight in your heart. Like obviously, like seeing a bunch of Spartans run into battle in Ready Player One was like a cool nod. You're like, oh, I used to play Halo. But all of the characters walking through those portals that had either fallen in battle or whatever had emotional weight. I don't know. It was so
So
good.
Scarlet Witch came back and she 1v1 Thanos.
Oh my
like,
God, that
was
line!
so good.
You
That was
took everything
You took
from
everything from me.
That's what
That
got
was
me.
so heavy for me. I don't even know who you are.
Oh my God.
Oh my. Ooh.
That was
I think those
so
are-
good, dude.
But she's supposed to be extremely powerful in the
Yeah,
comics.
she's
She is
actually
now.
more powerful than Thanos in the comics.
Yeah.
She's the only one who
It's-
beat Thanos in 1v1. She's the only one.
Yeah, and I'm happy that she did because honestly, Scarlet Witch,
That's great.
without a doubt, deserves that. Like
Yep.
she
Mhm.
is. First of all, let's hashtag F in the chat for Vision.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vision deserves
No mention.
justice.
yep.
He deserves
He
justice.
deserves it.
He
That
gets
was
a
the
TV
only
show.
mention of Vision in the entire movie was offhanded. They didn't say the word Vision in the entire rest of the movie that I heard.
Nope.
And I was thinking about it. I was like, I thought they were gonna maybe acknowledge the fact that like Black Widow doesn't come back yeah, because she didn't get killed by the stones.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't get snapped. But what about, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, Vision
didn't get snapped.
Poor robot.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why.
So they're not going to acknowledge the fact that he's not coming back either? Like, I get it that Black Widow is a tiny bit fresher, but...
Black Widow didn't get a funeral either. It was just Tony.
Yeah.
I mean, she was mourned in the end. Like, they mentioned... They didn't, like, ignore her, but...
I mean,
to be fair, they couldn't, like...
Banner tried to bring her back when he snapped.
Yeah.
That was so sad. I think I cried there. That was one of the times I cried.
The scene... Okay,
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was it.
The scene where Doctor Strange... So, like, they had just been talking about how if I tell you, it won't happen, whatever. But the scene where he, like, just looks over at Cap and is like... you know, I'm like... It
was not Cap. It was Iron Man.
Yeah. I broke down. I literally... That's where I, like, sobbed. Truly, like shaking in my chair, like... covering my eyes. I could not handle that. I was like, oh my god, because like, you know, like, first of all, fantastic story arc. I'm glad that they killed him. I genuinely am.
I'm not. What the fuck?
No, are you kidding me? That is the greatest story arc.
No, I agree that it was
awesome.
Good for the movie because it, like, made everybody, you know? But I don't like that it happened.
No,
it happened
I
in the
do.
comics, so I knew it was going to happen. But it makes me sad.
If they continued his arc, if they continued to create Iron Man movies or have him in the movies, I feel like it just would have been empty. It would have been hollow for me. Also, Game Type said Captain Marvel could have been replaced by Saitama from One Punch Man. It would have been a better movie.
That's for sure.
As much as I love One Punch Man, I disagree. I think that they're doing bad things with Captain Marvel, but obviously, like, speaking seriously, bad meme.
If they had him, though, it would be like nothing. He'd just punch everybody.
Thanos would be dead.
Yeah.
Then Infinity War wouldn't have even happened. They would have, like, Saitama would have walked onto the battlefield of Wakanda and been like, "What's that? What?"
I see his point though.
And then
Captain
Thanos
Marvel
turns into purple goo.
I see his point. Captain Marvel was kind of a plot device. It felt like, oh yeah, she can destroy the ship.
Yeah.
I feel like the fact that she did very little was almost, like, for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, her power was shown, but she was also, like, not insane.
I feel I really don't like her. Like, her movie was meh, and now she was meh in this movie. She's just a meh character.
Dude, Thor went for the head.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Jake.
That was good.
That was so good.
That was good.
And then
that
he
was
got depressed.
When everybody was like,
kinda
"What did you
satisfying.
do?" and I was like, and he was like, "I went for the head." Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Big fan.
that was so
Big
good.
fan. What else, man? What else?
Loki might still be alive.
Well, from another universe.
Yeah. Tony talks.
Oh
to his
yeah,
mom.
because he got the. Huh.
Yeah. Also,
That's gonna be a thing.
I think the new Guardians is gonna be about finding Gamora.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would make sense because Gamora's not there in the end, and he's like,
she's
Chris
not.
Pratt is, like, looking.
Mhm.
Where did she
around.
go? Like, why is she not there?
Because she doesn't know those. She doesn't know
She
them.
kind of kicked him in the
because
balls,
the
and then
events-
she's gone.
The events of Guardians 1 haven't occurred.
Yeah.
She's still kind of
thought
a
she
bad
couldn't-
guy.
She couldn't just stay in the future.
Well, she's never
I guess-
really been a bad guy.
That was so confusing.
That's because she was already in prison when Guardians 1 happened.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when they went back to Guardians 1 and Peter Quill's dancing, that was the best scene.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
And he was
loved
like,
it.
Yeah.
and he was like singing, but you don't have the backing track, so
Oh
it's
my
just
god, that was
like,
so
oh,
good.
that was great.
So he's an idiot. Yeah.
War Machine just goes. Boom.
Done. Stone
Oh,
taken.
Rhodey, dude.
It was like
Rhodey,
face
Rhodey.
down.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Because it's like Peter Quill is, like, obviously, like, relatively he's strong.
Mm-hmm.
He a good hero, but, like, obviously when it comes down to it, he just
a
really
bit of a
has
goof.
nothing in, like, a one-on-one. You know what I mean?
Nothing.
He has, like, this inner power because he's the son of Ego, but realistically he just shoots guns, and that's about it. Like, that's the end of his character in terms of battle.
Oh my god.
I want to see Groot versus Hulk. That's just all I want to see.
Groot versus Hulk.
Well,
I want to see Drax versus
anymore,
Hulk.
because
Me too. Drax versus Hulk would be nice.
When Drax runs up and jumps onto that dude's back.
dude, I need to rewatch this movie. I don't remember that at all.
What?
It was
That was
during
like
the
a
final
great
battle.
Yeah.
And it was so
He was
good.
like with his knife.
Really?
I don't remember that.
And like, I don't
Who
know.
was he stabbing?
He's got that never
Some
give
big
up attitude.
monster.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this massive
Oh.
monster.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
I read online that Giant Man one punched a Leviathan. Like
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
giant Avengers 1 monsters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
Ant-Man.
see that.
Yeah.
I didn't see
It was
that.
It was
best
You
scene.
didn't see that?
front and
It was
center.
Yeah.
so good. It was like,
It was
the
like the
only
first
thing you
thing
could
that
see on
happened.
screen.
I
Yeah.
probably
He
did see it, but there was
He
just
did
so
like
much
a
going on.
he did like a from up and like punched it into the ground. It was
Jeez.
freaking.
yeah, it was the first hit in the whole battle, I think.
Dude,
Yeah.
why was I so
was so
insanely
cool.
happy when Wasp came back? I don't know why. Like I don't
What?
No, I feel you.
The Wasp?
I was not.
I like it.
was
Not
like,
a
who?
character that I care about at all. Like Hope, not a character that I care about, but I care about Paul Rudd as a person.
Yeah.
So I think that's why. Like genuinely, I was just like, oh, Paul Rudd can be happy now.
What did he have? He had like a hot dog or a sandwich, and he it just
Yeah,
kept
a
getting
taco.
ruined?
He had a taco.
A taco.
Yeah.
He like
And-
packs it down and then like Nebula.
And then Hulk comes and gives him 3. That was so cute.
Yeah. Why did?
Yeah,
Just
that's
like,
good.
just like this motion right here is like how you hold 3 tacos.
Oh my
There you go.
god.
Uh,
I really like. This is my favorite Marvel movie of all time by far. It was
Yeah,
so
I really-
good.
It's really
I
good.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Korg and
worked
Meek were in
really
it,
hard.
too. Korg and Meek did nothing. I wish they were in the final battle at least.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Were they?
Yo, I need to
know.
find out, was that Taika Waititi doing Korg?
It had, yeah, 100%, 1,000,000,000.
Stan
What?
Lee
They
driving the
wouldn't have
car
recast it.
when they went back in time. Stan Lee
Oh.
driving.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so. My theater cheered so freaking hard.
Yeah, they did.
Oh
me
my
too.
god, dude. I can't
No,
even
mine
express
did.
you.
They
I was-
cheered with Stanley's cameo and Cap holding the sword.
Yeah.
Or the Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
And when everyone
We
came
cheered it.
back too.
Same.
Yep. And that was just like a continuation cheer though.
Oh
When-
my
when
god, guys! There was
Cap
this.
picks up the hammer, we cheered, and then it
Avengers.
didn't stop until after.
There
Oh my
was this
god.
one guy in my theater when Thanos got the gauntlet. Like he cheered. He was one guy just. This is all you heard in my theater.
I
Woo!
mean, to be fair, it wasn't epic. It might not have been that he was like excited
And then
about
he
it.
snaps. Ah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I didn't
Oh my
even.
god.
I don't know, dude.
I had a great conversation with Griffin, actually. He sent me on WhatsApp that this is how it went in his theater. So everybody came through the portals and Ant-Man appears and all that. And Cap said, Avengers. The whole theater got quiet. And then he calls Mjolnir. And then a girl in the middle of the theater starts to squeak really loud.
Oh no.
Griffin starts
That
to
was-
cheer. No, this is what happens in Griffin's theater. So Griffin starts to cheer and then assemble, everybody cheers. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. In my theater, I was the squeaking girl.
Yeah, no, that's. What
And it
I'm
was
saying,
actually a
like-
true story. So good.
Dude, I feel like I made some really weird noises. My dad, I went with
I
my
did too.
parents, and they said that they just kept looking over at me, and
I
I
was
was
like-
making the weirdest faces.
I
No,
hit
I was
my
like-
brother so many times.
I like moaned, dude. Yeah, I like held my brother's.
Yeah, I like
At
hit
one
my
point, I don't
brother.
even remember what part it was, but I like grabbed their hands. I think it was for the title card. I like grabbed them. I was like, bro. Oh,
I don't
dude.
know when
Wow.
it was, but there was a time when I was just like, I closed my fist and I just started doing this to my brother next to me. And I was just hitting him and hitting him. I cried
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
bad.
at the end. At the end. Like, I cried when Tony
yeah.
died, of course. I died when his daughter, like, his daughter was just watching the whole freaking, like,
Yeah.
memorial thing happen. And then when, what's his name? What's his name?
John Favreau, Happy.
Yeah, Happy. When Happy asked her what she wanted to eat and she said burgers, and he said, that was your father's favorite food. I was like,
and you flash back to Iron Man 1 when he's like,
Yep.
let's get a burger.
I
And
want
like
an American cheeseburger. That's what he said.
the worst part about that is that, like, you guys know that that's like Robert Downey Jr. credits Burger King for getting off drugs, right? Like for
Really?
coming
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So like
Wow.
that was even like a goodbye from Jon Favreau, who directed like I think 2 of the 3 Iron Man movies.
Yep. Yeah.
To Robert Downey Jr. So that hit me. I'm actually kind of choking up right now.
That was.
Cause that's, like, think about
Oh
that.
my god.
That hit me so. I don't
When
even.
When Pepper was talking to Tony, and oh my god.
Oh,
Pepper was
when she
talking
said
to
we'll be
Tony,
okay.
We'll be okay. Ah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yo, I gotta turn my camera off.
Oh, no.
There's a
Oh
bug
my
on my
God.
camera. Let me get that really quickly.
Bear, you need to kill yourself. For you.
I'm good.
You're sitting there all fine.
Oh my
You're
I'm
god.
okay.
chilling.
Oh,
Dude.
we're
I
gonna
mean,
be
I
okay.
like
We're
Tony
gonna
as
be
a
okay.
character,
Oh my god.
Like Tony as a character, bro.
but I love Tony
This-
as a character.
This series, this universe,
He
is
started it.
top 3 for me. And Robert Downey
Top
Jr.
one.
started this with
Mhm.
Tony Stark.
Yep,
rivals?
he did.
He truly did. I mean, the Hulk movie, the Incredible Hulk movie, is technically canon, but it didn't do very well. It didn't kick off the series.
It was
It-
really bad. It was a
it was-
really bad movie.
Yeah, we can just agree
We
that
don't
The
talk
there's
CGI
about
never
it.
been a
horrible.
standalone Hulk movie ever before, honestly.
Yeah, can we just say that?
We can just be like, hey, you guys need to finally make a standalone Hulk movie, please.
As much as I like the Hulk as a character,
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
me too.
they're.
Absolutely.
I mean,
love
Abomination was a good villain.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I especially because, I don't know, like I feel like everybody who's like over the age of like 20 can agree that like aging fucking sucks, man. Like,
Yeah. I have white
I don't
hairs.
know.
I have white
Dude.
hairs. So many of them.
I mean, I have white hairs in my
don't.
beard.
Imagine all the ruined high school
Like Roda.
relationships for the boyfriends that are now 5 years older.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
that's gonna
rough,
be-
dude.
Spider-Man: Far From Home is gonna be a weird movie.
At the beginning of the movie, I really didn't want like anything to happen to Tony Stark because he had his daughter. And what I thought
Dude.
was gonna happen is that he wasn't going to be able to have his daughter. But that's not what happened.
Yeah,
His
that's
daughter
what I
is
thought
just
was gonna
not
happen,
gonna
too.
be able to have him. And that
I
was
got-
even more heartbreaking.
I thought that there was going to be like a thing where, in order to do it, they were going to have to undo everything that had happened since the snap.
Same.
And I was, and because you hear him say, "I can't lose
But I have.
what I've gained.
Mm-hmm.
I can't."
He didn't, to be fair.
I got so sad
He
when
lost
Tony,
everything. He died.
Yeah, he lost everything.
Well, no, he didn't lose anything.
Oh my
Everybody
god,
lost
Tony,
him.
Tony when he met his dad.
Oh,
How did you guys feel?
I
about
cried. I cried.
that
That was
was-
another cry
that was-
moment for me.
That was
That was
truly
kind of
rough for me.
Yeah,
I
and he
don't,
hugged him. Oh, when he hugged him, that almost got me.
bro, I don't have a good
Oh,
relationship
did
with my
kinda
dad,
hurt
so
me.
that really got me. I was like, oof. Like to see that his dad like wanted to do his best, but
Yeah.
recognized the flaws in himself that Tony also had, and he was like, I just don't want him to be like me. And oh my god.
And the
dude.
quote, and the
That
quote where
was
he
still like
says
that.
he hasn't even been born yet, but I'd already do anything for him, or something like that.
Oh,
Oh man.
That was really.
Oh, that was.
That was
You know,
rough.
one of the saddest Tony Stark moments that we haven't even mentioned yet is in the very beginning when he starts arguing with Captain America and he's like yelling at him
Oh yeah.
and he looks all weak and like sunken
Yeah.
in.
and he's
Oh,
just like
God.
he
Mm.
That's
lost.
like
He's
that's like low like that's
Yeah.
the low.
Was
Yeah.
that real, by the
That's-
way? Was he really
I don't
that
know.
skinny?
I think he was lower than Thor got after 5 years.
Yeah, for sure.
I genuinely think because like obviously
He's in a
Thor's
wheelchair.
low point was kind of played as for comic effect, but realistically he was like drinking his sorrows away and all that.
Well, yeah,
But-
you could see he was.
But
slow
Iron
there.
Man, I mean, Age of
Emotionally.
Ultron, like Civil War, all of these were like culminations of the idea that Tony was like, something has to be done. We have to
Yep.
protect ourselves, knowing that he couldn't be the one to do it forever, and that he didn't want to. You know, he was like, I want to maybe start a life with Pepper, all of that shit, and you then find out like that just that really fucked me up. He's like, he had to be the one. I really thought they were gonna take, Thanos' line, "The hardest choices require the strongest of wills."
Yeah.
I really thought that they were gonna take that line and like turn it around for Tony.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought that was gonna happen, but I guess
I know
I
his
had
death was necessary, but I wanted Captain America to die. I'm not happy
He sort
that
of
Captain
died.
America got to go back in time and live a happy fucking life. I'm not about that.
Why? Why are you such a
I'm
horrible
fine.
He
person?
deserved it.
What's wrong with you?
Cause why does Tony start? He just had a daughter. Did Captain America even have a child?
Well,
Maybe
maybe he
he
did.
had-
He was
We
married.
don't know. Yeah.
I feel like Cap
Peggy,
did
man.
that simply because, like almost in memoriam of Tony. You know what I mean? He was like, Tony told me to get a life, and then right afterward, Tony lost his ability, obviously, to have a life. He literally lost his life.
I don't like it.
But so I like that because I
I thought it
don't
was
know.
poetic.
I feel like until that point, he truly didn't understand what Tony meant. You know what I mean? Because he cared about Peggy, whatever, but he just didn't. I don't know.
I just hate
Thor
the
dual
Captain
wielded
America character.
both of his
so
weapons.
maybe that's probably
That was
why.
epic. Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
take
that
the
was
little
it.
one.
When he was like,
Sorry.
when he got
Oh, and then
them
his
both.
dude, both eyes went blue. He had both
And then a
of
thunder.
weapons.
Oh
Ah.
god.
It didn't make it
What
as
a thunder,
epic
man.
because he had his his belly.
Oh. Yeah, that kind of ruined it.
I mean-
It was like an undercut joke. I don't know. It was good.
He did feel like a relatable character in that sense.
Yeah, true.
Because he could go downhill and stuff. You think he's like this god, but yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that Thor's relatable. I drink my pain away a lot.
Yeah.
I feel that.
He's like my second favorite character for sure.
the screen time has been revealed, by the way. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
wanna
he's
talk
my
about that.
second favorite too. Definitely Hulk would be my favorite, even though it kind of ruined
The
it.
screen
Yeah,
time,
this
Hulk
movie.
is my favorite.
It's in the.
Hey!
it's in the group
like as in
Nice.
how much like
Yeah, it's in
time
the group
people
TM
spend
right now.
on. Yeah, so the fact that Captain Marvel was only on screen for 15 minutes, I feel like that's truly, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well,
Not that I like. Obviously, I don't hate Captain Marvel. I like
but there's
her
not
character
an
in the comics. I hope that they fix her character in the movies, but she
so
just
arrogant.
the
Doesn't, yeah,
fact
she just
that
doesn't deserve that much screen time. She truly.
I feel sometimes I feel bad, like oh, I'm sexist because I don't like Captain Marvel, but like
no,
I cried.
absolutely not.
I
No.
cried
Because-
about Scarlet Witch, so like I'm definitely
yeah,
not.
exactly.
Yeah,
She's a
and
Scarlet
the girl
Witch-
power moment.
Ew,
Yeah,
oof.
the
That
girl
was
power
good.
moment,
That was
bro.
good.
I could feel estrogen
Same.
bubbling up inside.
Well, I
was
do
like,
have
yeah,
estrogen bubbling
yeah,
up inside
man.
me.
I was like, I was literally, I
That was
literally
great.
walking out of the theater. That was the part that like most stuck with me because I was like, bro, if I could have just been a girl during that, I feel like Carla, what was it like?
Dude, it was
Like, if I could've
amazing.
Oh, like
It was the best thing. I don't know if nobody else in the theater said anything, but I was like, yes!
Yeah,
Yes!
I was about to be like, yes, sister,
Yes!
yeah! Like,
No.
oh my God.
Queens.
So
Oh, no.
good.
The girls next to
Oh,
me
Game
were
Time,
yelling
Game
that.
Time
and
2 just made another interesting point that we've already covered, but I want to say it again. Justice for fucking Vision, man.
Justice for Vision.
But yeah,
Yes.
we talked about that earlier.
I
Watch the VOD once it uploads.
I can't wait to just watch this movie a ton of times.
Me
over
too.
and over
I have
again.
to watch it more.
I'm
I
watching
have
again
it.
tomorrow, and I'm
You
very
You
Well,
have it?
By
I
the
have
way,
it too.
No.
on the girl power scene,
Oh,
by the
me
way,
too, me neither.
at first I was like, this kind of feels political, and then my friend said, yeah, but it's okay because all of these characters have like an emotion. I have an emotional bond with these
That's
characters. I was like,
exactly what I
yeah,
was
exactly.
thinking.
that's true.
That's exactly what I was
100% me
thinking.
too.
I was like, because they're all good characters, so I
Yep.
don't care.
The
It's
second
not,
that they
like-
all showed up, I was like, oh, but then I just like I flipped.
Yeah,
when
and then you
I was
realize,
like, it's
like,
great.
Yeah,
Who cares?
exactly.
These are all awesome characters. Yeah.
And that's I would like to. I know that this is
Was
about
Gamora there?
Marvel, but I would
Wait,
like
was
to
Gamora
go
there?
back and talk about like so in Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I don't know if you guys are Star Wars fans,
I'm not.
Yeah, I am.
but in Star Wars: The Last Jedi, a lot of people had a problem with two characters specifically. One character, I don't even remember her name, but she was this admiral that made a bunch of horrible decisions.
Yeah, the
this
purple hair
pink-haired-
girl.
Yeah, pink-haired, purple-haired bitch that everybody hated. And after the fact, people were like, "Oh, you're just sexist." No, we love strong characters, strong female characters like woo woo, like
Fuck yeah.
like
Woo
fucking
woo.
Wanda, like Okoye, Black Widow.
Okoye, oh my
So
god.
many strong female characters that I absolutely love and love to see succeed, love to see
Look
put
at
in the
this.
spotlight, absolutely. But she was just a shitty character.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
that's just
it's badly
like-
written, bad
like, just-
decisions.
just make better female characters instead of complete bitches,
I really
and
hope
I'll like the female characters. It has nothing to do. I don't know. It's just how I feel. Like there are so many male characters that I dislike. Why are you trying to? I don't know. Sorry.
I hope Spider-Man Far From Home develops MJ.
Oh my
Valkyrie.
god.
Same.
Yeah, same. Speaking of Spider-Man, can we talk about
Oh,
the
yeah,
scene
Spider-Man.
where they were just passing the gauntlet around?
Yes.
That
Oh,
was
yeah,
so
dude.
cool.
Black Panther,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Captain Marvel.
Just Spider-Man
Yeah.
was the best in that part.
When he
Back
like
to-
crawled into like a little fetal position.
Who helps him? Who was the character that helps him?
It was
Pepper?
Black
It was Captain
Panther.
Marvel,
Oh,
wasn't it?
it was.
Oh no, you're right. You're
it
right.
was-
It was Black Panther.
Yeah, and Pepper.
Or did
Pepper was.
I was about to say. Yeah.
That
yeah.
was so good.
Both
I
of
don't
them.
remember.
Pepper was
awesome.
like with her guns, and
Mhm.
Peter was like, "Help! You want me to take that?" And she flew away with. Yeah, that was good. Good
yeah.
scene.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a
Who
lot of
is
fun.
that?
Who?
Okay, look at this. The thing I sent, like
I
the,
know.
the video I sent. At 5 seconds, there's somebody in the middle,
5.
and I can't figure out who that is.
That's
It looks
Falcon?
like Peter Parker in the female scene.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
is
see,
Peter
I'm
Parker.
It
Yeah,
is. Oh my god! It actually is him. Why is he there?
that was when Peter got helped
Oh,
because
yeah,
he had the gauntlet.
Yeah, because okay, so Captain Marvel saved him, and then everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll
Hulk
be okay.
was there. Gamora was there. Oh my god, dude.
Say
That was
Hulk? No, he wasn't.
or not Hulk. Hope.
Hope. okay.
Thanks. Thanks for that,
Was.
Frank and Puff.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, that's the
absolutely-
quote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Hulk. Yes, dude. Yes. That whole scene, that and the first time you see Spider-Man come out of the portal.
Oh
and
my
come
god,
over,
yeah.
And like he's like
Yeah.
explaining it to Tony, and Tony just hugs him.
Yeah.
That
Oh, the
was
feels,
another
man.
cry
That got me
scene.
too.
I cried.
Oh, the feels.
I cried a
too,
lot.
Yeah. I did
I'm
too.
telling you, I cried 10 times exactly.
I think I genuinely cried more in that movie than anybody has ever cried watching any other movie.
yeah,
It
probably.
was it was rough for me. Like Toy
Yeah.
Story 3 is probably the second most cried movie for me, and this just topped it by
For
far.
me, it's The Lion King.
Oh, speaking of the Lion King trailer,
Oh,
it
thoughts?
I'm gonna go see it.
looks pretty good.
Yeah, same. I think it looks awesome.
Yeah.
I love cute.
People
like,
are mad
fluffy
because
looking
the
real
lions
animals.
don't have like super expressive facial like expressions. But I mean,
Okay.
they're real life, so like real life animals wouldn't have super expressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with it.
I mean, for Jungle Book, because it's sort of like a, yeah, it's sort of followed up on Jungle Book.
I
Mhm.
think.
Exactly. That I kind of
Same.
thought it didn't live up to the animation, but it was still good. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I think that's a
They
good
also
thing.
didn't like that Scar was a regular looking lion and not like black hair and
Yeah.
you know,
Did
like
you
how
guys
Scar
know-
is.
I'm sorry. I'm switching back to Avengers. 'cause
Yeah,
I
go
just-
go.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's what.
You
That's
guys
what this is
like?
about, so-
I felt very conflicted about Thanos because like in the very beginning they just like ruined him, and I was like, oh my god, I feel
Yeah,
bad for him.
so
Like,
Yeah.
fast too. Like it was
They-
easy.
They cut
No
his
time at
arm
all.
off. They pin him down. I felt bad for him. I mean,
I
I, don't know
didn't.
if that's just
Well,
I
me.
didn't feel bad.
did.
Well,
for it.
that was the only time I would like to say that all of the main Avengers had a crack at him together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
it,
didn't
it
like.
makes sense.
It was just for like a second. I felt bad. Like
Yeah.
I didn't like.
Oh,
I'm not. I
didn't.
didn't like last.
Yeah, no,
But like,
I don't know.
I-
You can't really feel bad for him in the sense that like he literally
He
killed
just looked so
trillions of people.
defeated. He just looked so defeated. Like he didn't even look like he was
No,
gonna
he
fight
didn't.
back.
Not at all, he
looked
was
I feel
smug
like
proud.
he
AF.
felt at peace. Yeah, he felt
Yeah.
at peace. He was like, they can kill me, but they can't undo
I am
what I've done.
inevitable.
I'm in that.
Inevitable. Yeah, it was smug AF.
I
What do you mean
also-
defeated?
I also liked how the Thanos from like the Thanos that they kill in the end fight, the Thanos that comes from the other timeline, is kind of like naive to a point almost, because he'd only faced the Avengers once before in that form, and it wasn't even him truly. It was Loki at the Battle of New York.
Mhm.
So he had never truly fought the Avengers. So he doesn't know, like, going into it, how much, like, he's just sitting on this rock feeling all smug, like, Nebula, go get the stones. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like that was good. I like
Speaking
that
of
part.
Nebula,
Yep.
I hate her.
No.
I liked the new.
I like
the
new her.
Nebula.
I
Yeah,
hate old her.
Yeah.
I hated old her too, but
But
I
I
think
don't-
that's just
Yeah.
Well, that's why
It's
no
a
one liked her in
progression.
Guardians 1.
I just
yeah.
I didn't hate her this much in Guardians 1. I really don't like. She's stupid.
She
That's fair
turned
to say.
around though, didn't she? I think she basically turned around completely. Oh my
Not
God,
old
yeah.
her. Old her got killed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
were
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to convince her, and then she had to kill herself.
Which
Yeah.
fucks up the whole timeline, I would say. But
Well,
fair
it's
enough.
Different timelines now. Like it's not gonna.
Yeah.
It's all messed up. Who cares?
Like, why was Captain America on that bench? It didn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Not at all. But can
It
we
was a nice
also
moment, but
can we also talk about how badass Hawkeye was in this movie?
yeah, and that's what I just wanted to
Oh, it
talk
was
about. His Japan
amazing.
scene was so good. It was so good, Cuban. Frick you.
Just
I'm
the whole
sorry.
running
It
away
was
from
so
all these.
good. And then he's leaning up and he has like a whole sleeve of tattoos. And he
I
just
agree.
looks so good in this movie. And I'm not
I-
gay.
I'm not gonna comment. I'm not
But he
gonna
just
comment
did.
Looks so good.
because
I love
I
Hawkeye.
don't like the character. I hate him, and his family would be better
How?
without
It was
him.
great.
Just putting that out there.
Everyone
What?
was dealing with different
No.
things.
When-
Everyone was dealing with different things. He took all of his anger out on other people.
I
Like-
think I think as a dude who like eventually wants kids in life, I think that first
Oh.
scene really cut me hard because just to
Oh,
to
I
be
felt
old
nothing.
family.
playing with your
Dude.
daughter and like your wife is setting a table for food with
I
When
felt
he heard
nothing.
his- when he heard his daughter, and like when he went back in time and he heard his daughter talking, and he like
Yeah.
ran to try and get her, that was really hard.
I
that
felt nothing.
you're
Awful.
stone cold.
I
If
just
you didn't feel
really
anything.
hate that character. I love his family. His family's amazing. If his daughter grows up to be freaking the next Hawkeye,
Did you
but
hate the
gone.
character?
I don't like
I don't
him.
know.
But did you hate the
Why?
character before this movie?
Yeah,
or did
I
you just
have.
hate him
I
because
have
of the
hated
murder?
him before this movie. I've hated him for a long. I've hated him since the first movie.
Why?
I
It's
just
sort of
don't
like
like.
my
He's
hate
like
for
so
Taylor Swift.
useless.
He's
I
more
don't
useful
like
than
him.
Black Widow.
That's the point of
That's
him. though,
his.
kind of.
Yeah, he kind of feels like this human
Yeah,
sort of.
he's like.
That's why I
exactly.
thought he was so
He's
badass.
the relatable one. He's literally he's the only one that has 1 foot in reality and 1 foot in the other world. Up to this movie with Iron Man.
I like
Everybody
Black Widow
else
more.
is
I think he should have
full-time
died.
Superhero. Like that's it. The Avengers is their life. For him, he's like this person that has a family. He has children. He has a house
okay.
in the country and a wife.
Uh-huh.
And everybody else is just they are
Avengers. He is not
Avengers.
an Avenger. He is like
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
he's
That's the
like
thing. He
a
is.
part-time Avenger.
No,
he's like
well,
he's like Coulson.
he's trying to retire because he has a family.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
he's-
technically,
The
Seth,
only
you
reason
can't
Tony
bring
doesn't
up
do that
Coulson
is
because Jake
Nope.
says he's dead.
Agents of Shield.
That's what I told him.
Agents of
Oh,
Shield
no.
doesn't count. Coulson
It
is
doesn't
dead.
count.
No, he's
It
not.
doesn't count. That's what I said. It doesn't. Agents of Shield does
He's
not
alive.
count. No, he's
He's
not.
He is.
No.
But
If
you're
you-
wrong.
If you saw him in this movie, I would have said he's alive,
But you're
unless it
wrong.
was a flashback. But no,
He did.
You're wrong.
no.
He
The
did.
the
I know
TV
them.
shows don't
Good
matter
watch.
unless they're made by Kevin Feige, which
But you're
will
wrong.
be WandaVision, Loki, Falcon, and Winter Soldier. Those are the movies. Those are the TV shows that will count.
Okay.
I don't know. For me, he's alive, or he's dead. I meant.
Coulson's
So yeah. So he's like Coulson in the fact that he is somebody who like holds them together, pieces them together, keeps them grounded in reality.
Hawkeye
'Cause
doesn't
that's-
keep them together though. He's so
like he does.
like he's just there.
Not specifically in
grounds
this
them.
movie, but in general.
In general, Black Widow was who kept everybody together.
Why?
Big
her.
disagree. Black Widow has
this
she's
film,
the one who
sort of.
cares the most about the Avengers.
Black
She is the
Widow.
most of an Avenger.
She's the one that cares most for the Avengers. She keeps them together.
Did
Yeah,
you-
like the
Sure, they're
Avengers
more-
is
Okay,
her
Cuban.
life. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Did you
I
like-
agree.
Did you at least like the scene where she died?
No!
Oh, I hate it.
That
was
bored me.
I just
That's
said
so
that
good.
Hawkeye should have died. I
So
would
you
have let
didn't
him
like
jump
the scene,
off.
though?
Oh,
No, I
would
really
agree.
Okay, if you have any respect and love for the character of Black Widow, then you recognize why she did it, though.
You do
Right.
know
Yes,
why?
because
like-
she wanted to save everybody. That was like her one
No,
goal in
because
life.
because Hawkeye was her best friend,
Yes.
and he
She
had a
saved
family,
her life.
and
No, he
she
saved
had
her
nobody.
I understand that.
That's
But
why
I
he
still
did-
think
that's
Hawkeye
why
should
she
have
did it.
died. Hawkeye in
No.
that movie, he was the murderer, right? He didn't do anything for the Avengers.
Well,
He
that's,
never
that's the
even
thing.
contacted
No,
them.
He was being a vigilante.
All he knows.
He's the reason they had the
Which is
gauntlet.
what they were doing the whole time.
He's the
Yeah, he
reason
did
they
do a
had the
lot.
gauntlet.
He had so much to do in
He
this
took
movie.
the gauntlet.
What
Yeah,
do
that's
you
why I
mean?
mentioned he was so badass.
Dude,
Did you not see that whole scene where he
No,
went
I
through
did,
the
I
whatever
did,
it was?
I did.
he's the reason we got the football gauntlet scene.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's the only reason.
But what I mean is, that's like afterwards, after Black Widow dies and everything. Before all of that, before they even had hope, Black Widow was there with her hope still, trying to figure out a way to keep everything together, to save the people that are still left alive, while he was over there freaking vengeful as fuck, killing people for no
Yeah.
reason.
That's how people
Not for
deal
no
with it.
reason. I would like to
That's how
Oh
they
my
deal
god,
with
okay,
things.
he killed the Yakuza. Well, so what? They have families too. They have families too.
That's the
No.
whole point of the Avengers. If
I'm
we're
sorry.
Gonna question them, if we're gonna question them for killing criminals, then we're gonna have to question
I'm
everybody,
sorry,
not
but
just
you're
Hawkeye.
wrong. You're wrong.
What?
No, you're wrong.
No.
You're wrong.
Oh
There
my
are
God.
already like less people in the world, and he's just
Okay.
on a freaking killing spree for no reason.
That's the point. Is that his family, who was innocent, got snapped, and not the people who were, you know.
But
were
innocence is
organized
like
crime.
relative. Because the people doing this organized crime.
No,
it
not
is.
in this
No, I'm
instance.
sorry. I'm
Innocence
sorry.
is relative. I
No,
agree. But
it is.
In this particular case, we can easily quantify the innocence of a 12-year-old girl versus the innocence of the leader
But
of an
then,
organized
okay,
crime
I
unit
agree
in
with
Japan.
this. Okay, if you're saying this, that
How's it
means
going,
Hawkeye
buddy?
is not innocent. Correct?
No, I don't think Hawkeye's
He's not
I
innocent.
don't think any of the Avengers are innocent. That's,
Okay,
that's
but
dealt
Hawkeye
with in
is the
Civil
most
War.
not innocent.
The most not
Yeah.
innocent? How so?
Because he's
Wanda is
literally
pretty fucked up.
Yeah, she is. She was pretty terrible before.
I
I would
mean,
say that
she
Iron
was a
Man
bad
is the
guy
most
in
not
Age of Ultron.
innocent, and you love Iron Man, which I mean I do too.
Oh yeah, Iron Man
But
sold
Iron Man,
massive
if you think about his
destruction
past, he sold his fortune was created selling weapons.
Yeah, to
He was a
terrorize-
warlord,
destruction.
literally.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I just
So-
really don't like Hawkeye. He's so useless. I hate him.
Oh my god, he's just as useless as Black Widow.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, but I like her.
Just as useless.
He's like
I like her
he's
too.
like
We
an
all
Colette is
ass.
pretty
He's
cool.
like
It was
no, he's like an
impactful when she died.
asshole, like plain face, like no comedy, just
Okay.
stale, bland character.
No comedy.
No
Him
comedy
versus
at all.
Quicksilver- Him versus
That was
Quicksilver
hilarious.
in Age of Ultron was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
We're in a
wasn't
flying
funny.
sky,
He's
we're
like-
fighting robots, and I have a bow
It
and
wasn't
arrow.
funny.
None of this makes any sense.
It wasn't
Where it's
funny.
like, nobody would know. I could just let go. Nobody would know. 'Cause
It
That was a
wasn't-
good scene.
Quick little.
I just really don't like him. He's really bland.
That's
He's
that's
nothing.
fine.
Black Widow
Agree to
has
disagree.
more
You want
character
to talk
than
about
him.
why?
She
I'm
shouldn't
giving
have
her more
died.
Credit.
Why Civil War and Captain America was right and not Tony
Wrong.
Stark?
Wrong.
No.
I don't want to get into this because
Cap
I
was
really
right.
hated that movie.
I did not like that movie that much either.
Yeah.
Simply
What?
because
Civil War is
I
good.
dislike Captain America, and I don't like disliking Captain
Captain
America.
I feel
America
like
was
that's
right.
what exactly when I started disliking Captain America. Actually,
I thought it was pretty
in that
poetic.
movie,
I feel like Endgame plainly proves that Cap was wrong in Civil
yeah,
War.
he was.
No.
He was so wrong.
Absolutely proves it.
You're wrong. Tony was wrong.
Wait, what?
Okay, so you're
How?
telling me in Endgame, if everybody signed the Sokovia Accords, that the government would have said, like, what if the government just said, no, you can't fight him, and then Thanos came and snapped, boom, everyone's dead. Like, it just doesn't. No,
They would have had more restrictions, yeah.
When would the government
Yeah,
have said that?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, that,
Oh, the
The
government
government-
never
The
makes
government
any
would
sense.
have been like, yeah, just let him slap his little fingers. It's fine.
the Sokovia
They're like,
Accords,
oh, collateral damage. You're gonna kill people. Like, of
they
course.
came about. No, if they learn that the plan is to kill half
Half
of
of-
people
yeah.
on Earth, what?
Yeah, but
what
how would they-
outweighs
The whole
half
point
the
of Winter
people on
Soldier is
Earth?
that the government
Literally
is corrupt.
nothing.
You cannot trust the government because Winter Soldier happened.
I agree
That's the
that you
whole
can't trust
point.
the government generally,
Kill Hydra?
but Winter Soldier happened. Past tense.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yes.
It's done with.
As in, it easily could happen again. Did you watch Iron Man 3 when the vice president tried to kill the president?
I'm sorry,
It's
but
just
if you don't
insanely
have the
corrupt.
people, you don't have
It's not
anything.
gonna happen.
I
Tony Stark was
genuinely-
wrong.
No,
No, he
Captain
was
was
not
wrong.
wrong.
I actually can't believe Tony Stark even fought for that because of Iron Man 3 when the vice president was so
It's-
corrupt.
It's pretty
Because
flipped
that's
though.
the
point.
It should have been the other way around. Cap should have had Iron Man's stance in the beginning.
They
I
both
agree
should've
with
just
that.
said no.
Yeah, I
They
agree
both
with
should
what
have said
Bear
no.
just said.
No government.
It
Because
was
I-
kind
makes
of
sense.
twisted.
I just want to be
I agree
clear
with you, Jay.
that I do support Iron Man's stance because of the stance, not because I love Iron Man. I would just like to quickly say that because I have been pretty outspoken about Iron Man and Thor being my two favorite Avengers of all time. So I just want to say, Captain America's cool. I don't disagree with him just because he's Captain America.
I really think he was
I feel
only
like a lot of people
siding
say
with
that.
Bucky. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
that was it.
He was protecting his.
The only
Yeah.
He
reason
wasn't
that
protecting
Tony
the world.
Stark did
Yeah.
that was because he killed somebody's son in Sokovia.
Sony would have definitely been the other way before.
Yes, absolutely.
That's kind of the
They
point,
tried-
though.
they were
Yeah.
both
Yeah,
Is
and,
that-
and for
That's
Cap,
the whole
same thing.
point.
You need to humanize the people that you're killing as
No.
collateral damage.
No,
Yes,
no, millions more
absolutely.
could die.
No.
No, that's,
Yeah, it's the
you
bigger,
still need to humanize them. So if there's a
the bigger
button
picture.
and you have to decide between
Pictures.
it's like the railroad conundrum or whatever. There's 3 people on one
Yeah, I know.
side and 1 person on another. You're already on track to kill these 3 people, but you have the option to change the tracks and go and kill the 1 person.
I would definitely
Most
press the
people
button.
agree to press the button and kill the 1 person. But then there's
Actually,
so
I
now
wouldn't.
You
but
suddenly
I'm different.
you know who the person is, the 1 person, and the 3 people you don't know. The 1 person is your mother. The 3 people are strangers. Would you press it now?
Kill the 3 people.
You kill the 3 people over the 1. That's the thing. So these people that like the woman whose child got killed in Sokovia, she would not press the button. She would have wanted the 3 people to die. And why is her opinion less important than Iron Man? Because he got money? Because he sold weapons to terrorists? Because he is a genius and
Yeah,
has
you're-
a suit? His
You're not-
You're agreeing with us,
opinion.
though.
No,
You're
I'm
not
not.
agreeing with us.
No, I'm
I
not.
think
I'm
you
saying
are a
his
little
opinion is
bit.
not more important. No,
Yeah, his opinion is
absolutely
not
I'm
more important. You're right. Yeah.
No. I'm saying in that particular instance, there needs to be oversight. There needs to be a collective decision made. The Avengers don't get to act alone.
Okay, yep,
Because
they
there
should.
it is.
people's opinions
But why?
need to be brought
Because
in.
the government's corrupt.
But you're just. Oh my god.
Because
the government's corrupt.
Other movies.
That's a really bad argument, Jake.
You're saying
But,
this
like,
from the
come on.
perspective of the
Why
person
does Jake
watching
gotta
the
be on my
movie,
team?
and you're not seeing it from the perspective of somebody who is
Dude.
losing their family because the Avengers aren't being careful.
You're not seeing it from the people the Avengers are supposed to be protecting side.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just like obviously when you watch it from the perspective of the
What
movie,
the frick are the
you
government?
know
What are they
that
gonna
Tony
do?
Stark and,
not like
and
the
Iron
government
Man
can-
and
Can we
Captain
change our
America
title?
are responsible.
To
Yeah,
what?
we're
To
definitely
Civil
not
War
talking about
discussion?
Endgame anymore.
How is the government gonna possibly stop collateral damage? There's no way.
We can bring it
By-
to a minimum at least.
No, you
by
can't.
by
They're not
gonna
deciding
do a
whether
thing.
the positives outweigh the negatives in a certain
Yeah.
situation. So, for example, in Endgame, the positives very clearly outweigh the negatives. Half of Earth died.
Yeah.
Half of the universe died. Half of all life. So the government's not going to be like, I feel like
Gonna
you guys
have to
might
happen.
fuck it up and kill half the people in the world.
Or
No,
more
like,
than
they're gonna be
half.
like, fight
You
your
don't think-
fucking hearts out.
I
In
think the
what
government would
situation would the Sokovia Accord be beneficial?
So if there's a fight, say in a large city, like the first Avengers in Age of Ultron, if there's some fight that's going to to truly fuck up a lot of people, they can just be like, okay, here's what needs to happen. Take this somewhere else.
Yes, because the government's great at knowing what to do.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
but,
how
like,
would they take
yeah.
it somewhere else?
At the very least, the government should have some input.
Who? General Ross?
Or like evacuate as many
General
people
Ross
as
specifically,
possible.
but the people of the world.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the government, governing yourselves.
Yeah.
So, for
I
example,
feel like it would just limit the superheroes really
Yes.
hard, which makes
But the
them more
superheroes
likely
do
to
need
lose.
limiting, though. They do need limiting.
the
yeah,
only reason
without
To
being,
lose.
at the very least, the heroes need to recognize that the lives that they are
Let's talk about
inadvertently taking
in Endgame
matter.
when we went
Because-
back in time and Hulk was just smashing cars randomly.
That was actually fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, that
But
was a really
also,
good scene.
Like,
Yeah, like that's
it wasn't randomly.
very
He was
good.
killing Chitauri.
I mean, that's the whole
He
reason
literally
Hulk was
just
state
punched a
enemy.
car.
yeah,
no
for
reason.
no
What-
reason.
What if
What-
somebody had been
He
hiding
like
in there?
stomped it and
He
everything.
still saved.
He saved
people.
nobody by doing that.
Okay, a better option is Age of Ultron when Hulk just killed people because he was brainwashed. Right?
Yeah, that would have been a really good example.
That's
actually.
that's a much better.
But he was
Either way,
brainwashed.
Hulk is out of control. No, regardless.
I mean, Hulk is hunted by the army, so he's already been
yeah.
limited by. Yeah, he's
General
not really.
Ross is still trying to find him.
Yeah, freaking General. I was
That's the
waiting for him to
Incredible
become
Hulk.
Red Hulk.
Me too. I
Red
want
Hulk
that
never
movie
happened.
so bad.
Dude, imagine Professor Hulk finds out that Black Widow dies and he just goes on an insane rampage, and
I
then we
was
have the
sort of-
normal Hulk back.
I was hoping
Well,
that
sort
would
of.
happen.
Have you guys
Yeah.
heard of World Breaker
I was
Hulk?
looking for that.
What was,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
god.
I've seen World Breaker Hulk.
Remember when Hulk
Just
had to
one step
take the
breaks the
stairs?
world.
When Hulk had to take the
Ugh!
Wait, what happened?
Ruined
I
ruined
hate
the whole
stairs.
plan.
when Hulk had to take the stairs because he didn't fit in the elevator.
Whoa! Maximum occupancy.
I hate stairs.
Oh my god.
Just ruined that
Bro,
building.
I
That
don't
was
understand why
so
they didn't just
good.
like walk outside, like walk.
That
like,
was-
just
Isn't
jump.
that the whole catalyst for the whole Loki disappearing and
Yeah,
stuff?
it
Yep.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like
That was great.
knocks over Iron Man.
Oh.
Well, he knocks over Tony, getting out of the stairwell.
Yeah, that was it.
I know this is a really personal thing for me, but I wanted to see Yondu in this movie. I don't know how they could have fit it in, but I really wanted
Yondu.
to.
There's
that
a
would've been
theory.
nice, actually.
It wouldn't. What?
There's a theory that Black Widow is a clone. Like the Black Widow that they killed is actually a
Oh.
clone. I don't
It
know.
just feels like
There's
a really
theory.
pity theory.
Yeah. No, I think it's like
I don't want her
it's
to die.
like backed by the comics or something. But there's a theory about it. And I
That would have been a really
I
cheap
watched a
death.
video today.
I think Scarlett Johansson.
She's getting a movie. Like what is the
Yeah.
movie gonna be
It's
about?
A prequel. Her life.
And then what? But it
How she
doesn't
became
matter
Black
now.
Widow.
I saw something about how it could be like
No,
her
just
and
honor.
the Soul Stone. Like it could be her and Gamora and the Soul Stone doing something, and then somehow
yeah,
they get
maybe.
brought back in the end.
I don't
know.
understand. I don't know.
I feel like it's gonna be an
I
origin.
think a movie with Gamora and Black Widow would be awesome. Though.
I feel like her movie's
sounds
kind of
Girl
useless
power.
now because she's dead.
I don't know.
I feel like it
They're
might be a
still
good
pretty
honor.
fun.
Peter Quill and Gamora now have to have a whole nother movie where they fall in love again.
Oh,
How annoying is that?
I actually
Oh.
love that love
Yes, sir.
story, so I don't care. Bring it on.
I don't.
Uh,
This feels
I'm
like
not- I mean, I'm a fan of the love story, but I'm not a fan of watching things have to get done a second time.
Maybe it'll be
Which
just
is
awesome.
Hilarious,
Guardians
considering
3
most of
happening in,
Endgame
like,
was like
3 years,
flashbacks.
so-
But,
Yeah.
you know.
We're not gonna have
I'm s-
Guardians 3 for 2 or 3 years, so maybe
just
it'll
want-
happen off screen.
I just want more Thor with Guardians, to be honest. As Guardians of the
I
Galaxy.
hope it's not. I don't want that to be the focus of Guardians.
I,
3, though.
I
I do.
like the Hulk Thor duo. That's my favorite duo so far.
Oh yeah, I would agree. Well, I mean, those
love
are my
when-
favorites.
I love when Thor like still says that he's the strongest Avenger.
Yeah, the fat
I'm the
dude.
strongest Avenger. I should be the one to do.
Forgot about that,
What a
Absolutely
guy.
love that.
dude. Imagine seeing this. I think it would have looked better, but oh, my file's too powerful. All right, don't see that then. First minute.
Jake, when do you have to leave for work, by the way?
I have like a max of 10 minutes.
I didn't even realize.
Yikes, dude.
Oh god. What else?
Alright.
What
Do
else?
you guys wanna end it here, or do you wanna?
I don't know. I feel like there's
Do-
more.
Does
but-
anyone
Is
have
there
has
more?
anything else?
I feel like
Oh my god! Instant kill.
Instant kill mode.
Activate instant kill.
Oh my god!
I got this.
That
I
was
got this.
so
I can
good.
do this. I can do this. I don't got it. I don't got it.
Activate instant kill.
I love Iron Spider, by the way.
Oh
I feel
my
that's
God.
bad.
Same, dude. I hope
That was a good
I hope
addition.
we
The
get a
little
long,
screen
long-
time that Spider-Man got was so good. It was just
Yeah.
it was on
Just-
point every
It hit
time.
every beat.
Yeah.
Emotional
Yeah.
with Sony. Just the comedy was there with the instant kill
He
thing.
hugged Ned at the end.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, did you guys see?
Everything
so
was there.
in the final, like, Tony being his funeral memorial thing. I don't really know what to call it. There was that one little kid that was standing alone, like a teenager.
from the first movie.
He was from Iron Man 3.
Oh.
He was
Yeah.
the kid that
Yeah.
Tony took under his wing.
Oh yeah, it is.
He's like
true.
same actor and everything. He just grew up. I just thought that was nice.
I wonder if he got sick.
Oh, that's the guy. I was like, wait, what the fuck is
Jane
that?
Foster came back.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. I mean, you
Mhm.
barely. I don't
I-
even
I
know
don't-
if you do really. See
Did
her
she
except
came
for
back?
one
I
time where
mean-
she stands up.
There's,
But
I guess she
yeah,
was
I thought
there.
that was pretty cool. I think it was. I don't
Ancient
think
one,
that.
the ancient one. Sorry.
Yeah, true. She did come back.
The ancient one.
Oh, I was really
Oh.
hoping that when she pushed Professor Hulk out of Bruce Banner or opposite or whatever, I was hoping that it would just
Hulk
bring
would
back
wake
Bruce-
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
I was hoping for that,
Ah.
but nope.
Oh, we didn't talk about Rocket at all. Bill the
Yeah, he was-
Bear.
I like how no. Remember they were like on Asgard. They were like, "Get the rabbit."
Yeah.
I love
Everyone
that.
thinks that's
Because
a rabbit.
Thor called Rocket a rabbit.
I
And
feel
was
so
like, oh.
bad
They
for
all think
freaking
that's good.
Rocket. He's always like the butt of everybody's joke.
Yeah.
Is that a Build-A-Bear? I might be.
Oh my God! When Rocket was crushed under all the rubble of the Avengers HQ,
I didn't
Yeah.
cry
Saved.
there. He
That
was,
was- I don't know,
Cry,
that-
but that
he
was-
just sounded
yeah,
so
it-
hopeless.
yeah.
he sounded so
Yeah.
hopeless, and
I
Like, there's
wanted
nothing
like
to-
the
I can't
Groot
remember that.
Rocket reunion to be like more memorable.
Yeah, I wanted more of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Oh,
nothing
yeah, that
there.
was really
Yeah.
nothing. Plus, I barely saw Groot do anything in that fight.
Yeah, you barely see
Yeah.
Groot really at all.
we have
He's
to
a
rewatch the
teenager
movie.
though.
I mean, he was
Like-
still rocking in
Yeah.
Infinity War.
True.
We saw Nick Fury for
Yeah.
a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
He
was
didn't do
nice.
anything.
One scene. And he didn't
Yeah.
even say anything.
He
It was just
looked like a
okay.
badass
He also-
motherfucker.
He was just sitting alone
Yeah.
because he didn't like Captain Marvel anymore. Imagine.
I didn't like Captain Marvel's hair. That
Me
was-
neither.
you-
I really
I
hated
just-
it.
No,
I just
yeah.
don't like short hair on
Why?
girls. Like,
Me neither. It's just
Yeah. Big no for me.
not a fan. Like,
Maybe
don't know what to
like
say.
faster space travel. I don't know. I really don't know why her
Less-
hair is like that.
I think it was meant to look like her helmet.
Oh.
No,
Tony
she has,
was a
like,
hologram at the end,
mohawk
too.
kinda
I think
helmet.
it's more to make her look older because she's
So-
supposed to be way older.
So Tony Stark's daughter is gonna be just like him when she grows up, if it follows the comics.
I guess.
She already had the helmet thing in.
I
in
wonder
that
if we'll
scene.
see more.
She was
rescue.
playing with it, but
You think we'll see more rescue?
rescue.
That's Pepper Potts' Iron Man name
Oh.
or whatever.
I didn't realize, but that would be kind of
well,
cool.
She has to raise
until-
her daughter, so I hope not.
I like
Yeah.
Pepper as a
Yeah,
character.
now she's a freaking single mom.
Yeah.
Oh no!
A rich single mom.
Yeah.
They hit all the.
Imagine they try and put somebody with Pepper Potts in the future, and then just everyone boycotts the movie.
Didn't she retired though? She's retired from Marvel, right?
I mean,
That was like her
they'll have to
last-
Use her again.
That was her last cameo, I think.
There's barely
said-
any reason for her to be there.
Yeah.
She said
Yeah, I
something
guess
like if they
it's
need
too.
her, she'll come back, but she's done basically.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy that Chris Hemsworth is still down to do Thor for like ever.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad Captain
he
is
is
out.
Thor.
So glad Captain is out.
I'm-
Get him out.
I'm not
Captain-
like glad, but also I'm excited to see Sam become Captain America.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like
I-
Sam, so
Me too.
Bring
I love
it.
I
Sam.
don't mind
I
him.
also would like
leaving,
to
though.
see how they become, like how he actually turns it into Cap.
yeah.
Because like I mentioned this earlier, like he's literally just a person right now.
Just
Like,
a guy.
he's
Yeah,
not- Yeah, he has no.
and he's a soldier, I think.
thing. It was pretty cool because Thor, like, he was like at his lowest, and then he went back in time and talked to his mom, and he was so surprised.
I cried.
He was so surprised that he was still worthy to have Mjolnir. I
Yeah,
thought that was cool. He didn't
was
think he was
very-
worthy anymore.
down to earth. Yeah, I like that. Thor was handled really well in this movie. I feel like, even though it was,
Yeah, it was like
sort
played
of-
for a joke, but also kind of serious.
Jake has
I
to
mean-
go.
you
No, I'm
felt he was
Oh, okay.
low.
Jake's like trying to call out right now.
Yeah,
No,
stretch time.
She let my cat in, dude.
Hi, cat.
Wow,
You have
that
a cat?
cat always
you didn't
ruins
know
Jake's
that?
No, I just ask him
Oh.
every time
Oh.
That cat
didn't know
always
it,
ruins
like-
his day.
like earlier
She's the
this year, I
worst.
didn't know he had a cat, but now
I like
know.
to point out to future people watching the stream or the VOD or whatever that Jake's not wearing a backwards hat.
Yeah, we all tried
I don't
really
have
hard.
one, dude. I don't have one.
You have a Taco Bell hat.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
There
do.
you
Yep.
You're wearing your Taco Bell shirt.
I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I think on that note, we should probably end this so that Jake can actually go to work. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched the live stream, awesome. If not, you probably should go check it out, twitch.tv/Geek Dependency.
I love you.
We also have a
3000.
YouTube channel. It's in the description of the Twitch channel. And the YouTube channel, the YouTube channel should have the Twitch channel linked on its page as
Wait.
well. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. Wait. Thank you, Game Type 2 and Leo's Plays for following. Cole, frick you for not following.
Thank you.
Follow us. No.
We didn't talk about the hologram scene at the end, but I don't know if we needed to.
Oh,
So-
the Tony
Yeah.
Stark hologram when he said.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was sad, but that's
That
about
was-
it.
That was the
What's
final cry.
I don't even
I didn't
think
cry at all.
There was actually an after credit.
Nobody believes you, dude.
No, yeah, exactly. That's
you
the
just seem
point.
like a bad
I-
liar, to be honest.
I don't even feel like proud of that. I wanted to cry. I don't know.
No.
It's-
I'm
Either
so.
you don't have
Did you guys stay after the credits or no?
I
Yeah,
guess
I
it's
did.
because
There
I
wasn't
wasn't
an
home.
after credits.
Did you
I
hear
stayed
the
I
noise?
was
knowing
I
that
was
there-
so
Yeah, it
I
sounded
did.
Like,
I heard
it sounded
a
like
noise.
Iron Man clanking on his.
Mhm.
You remember when in Iron Man 1 when he was building the suit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear it.
I really wish that Tony and Nebula saved themselves, but I don't know how they could have. So
Yeah. It makes sense, I guess.
yeah.
Aren't
I would have
theater
rather they
pranks
got
us
saved
so
for,
hard?
like, I don't know.
You say you were
By
so
Thor.
hard.
I like how we said bye, but we're still like
Hard ones?
on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
this is
hard.
over.
I'm
End it.
sorry.
Jake,
We're in the end game
Okay,
now.
bye bye.